Today, we're plunging into something really fundamental. It's AI, artificial intelligence. Not just how it backs our daily lives, but how it's actually reshaping the tools we use to build technology itself. It's a fascinating moment, honestly. AI is hitting programming languages hard, changing their popularity, while AI models themselves are, well, just exploding with new capabilities. So for this deep dive, we're looking at two key sources. First, an InfoWorld article digging into AI's maybe surprising effect on which programming languages are hot right now. And second, a really interesting report from IT Home about a brand new open source AI model that handles more than just text. It's multimodal. Our mission, as always, is to pull out the crucial insights for you, give you that shortcut to understanding what's happening right at the cutting edge of AI in code. Okay, so let's unpack this. Starting with that InfoWorld piece and Python. Python's story is quite remarkable, isn't it? It's held the top spot in the TOB index for July and August 2025. And get this, in July, it hit a record 26.98% rating.
Yeah, that's actually the highest any language has ever achieved in the TOB index. It's pretty staggering.
And it's worth remembering how TOB calculates this, right? Yeah. It's not just like Google searches.
No, exactly. They look at skilled engineers, courses available, third-party vendors, even activity on sites like Google, Amazon, Wikipedia. It's quite broad.
Which makes Python's lid feel even more solid,
Well, the core theory from TOB CEO Paul Janssen is pretty clear on this. He puts it down to AI coding assistance.
Okay. So the idea is AI helps you code in Python.
Basically, yeah. The thinking is AI models get trained heavily on the most popular languages, like Python. So the AI tools are best for those languages. This creates what he calls a consolidation of languages at the top. It sort of feeds itself.
Mm-hmm.
And Jansen asks this really provocative question, something like, why would you bother learning some obscure new language if there's no AI help available for it? Makes you think, right? About efficiency.
It really does. But okay, here's where the TOB index throws a curveball. This is really interesting. Perl. Remember Perl?
Wow, Perl. Yeah, I did.
It jumped from 25th place a year ago all the way up to 9th place in August. A 2.08% rating.
9th. Perl.
Seriously. And the TOB CEO, he basically says he has no idea why. Just doesn't know.
Huh. It was unexpected.
Yeah. He did note, though, that other older languages are also gaining a bit. Things like Ada, Visual Basic, SQL, Fortran, even Delphi.
So it's not just Perl, but Perl's the big jump. What do you make of that? It feels kind of random.
It does. Is finding some new niche? Or maybe, like you said about AI assistants, maybe they're making these older languages easier to pick up again.
That's a possibility, I suppose. Maybe AI is lowering the barrier to entry even for languages we thought were, fading out a bit. Still feels like a bit of a puzzle, though.
Definitely a puzzle. And we should mention the Pipel Index, which just looks at Google tutorial searches, also confirms Python's huge lead. So that part's consistent.
Right. Python's dominance seems clear across different metrics.
Okay, so that's one side, AI influencing language trends, but AI itself is moving incredibly fast, too. Let's switch gears to that second source, the IT Home report on Xiaohongshu.
Right, Xiaohongshu High Lab. They've just open sourced their first big multimodal AI model. It's called dots.vlm1.
Multimodal. Break that down for us in this context.
Sure. So multimodal just means it can handle different types of data input. In this case, it understands both images and text and how they relate. It's built on DeepSeek V3 LLM, which is a powerful language model.
Okay.
And it uses a really large 1.2 billion parameter visual encoder, basically. It's eyes. That part's called Novit. And crucially, they trained it entirely from scratch.
Wow. Okay. Training a 1.2 billion parameter vision component from scratch.
Yeah.
That's a huge undertaking. What does that tell us about their approach? And how good is it? How does it perform?
Well, it's pretty impressive, actually. Performance-wise, dots.vlm1 is getting close to the state-of-the-art SOTA, even compared to closed-source models, especially on multimodal tests.
Like what kind of test?
Things that measure visual perception, reasoning. Benchmarks like MMMU, math vision, OCR, reasoning. These are tough tests, Understanding complex images, solving math problems shown visually, reading text and images accurately. And they're drawing comparisons to models like Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro, Seed VL 1.5. That puts it in the top tier, basically.
So an open source model is competing with giants like Google.
Getting close, yeah. And its text abilities alone are solid, too, comparable to models like DeepSeek R10528 for math and coding tasks. What's really fascinating, I think, is how they trained it.
Oh.
They used a mix structured images, synthetic data created by AI, and even use other multimodal AIs to rewrite web data for training. It's quite an advanced approach.
That sounds really sophisticated. So, okay, let's try and pull this together for everyone listening. What does this all mean?
Well, you've got these two threads, right? On one hand, AI is clearly influencing which programming languages are in demand, seemingly favoring the big established ones like Python because the AI tools work best with them.
Right, that consolidation effect.
Exactly. It's this feedback loop. Popular languages feed AI training, AI tools boost those languages, and round it goes. But then you also have this incredible pace of innovation in AI itself, especially in open source. This VLM1 model reaching near top-tier performance is a huge deal. It shows open source is really keeping up.
So bringing it back to the listener, we see AI shaping coding tools and AI itself becoming way more capable, understanding images and text together.
Yeah, and that combination raises a really important question, doesn't it?
Which is?
Well, how might all this change things? If AI can increasingly help write code and also understand this complex mix of visual and text information, what skills will programmers really need in the future?
And maybe how we interact with digital stuff. If AI can understand pictures and words together that well, does that change everything?
It certainly could.
Definitely something to think about. How does human creativity fit in when the AI gets this good? Food for thought until our next deep dive.